Hey guys, so here's the deal. Um, it is like I don't know, like 11:30 at night, and I went down to surgery as I had thought I would, and had made that quick video last night. Um, about what time I was going down to surgery today, and all arrows pointed to um, 7:30, and sure enough, at 6:30, transport was at my door of my room, ready to take me. And actually, my nurses didn't have me quite ready yet. So transport kind of had to wait, and they were not real happy about it. But how many times have they made me wait? So, At any rate, it took me down early anyway, because, by 7 o'clock, the nurses had me ready, so they transported me down at 7. So they got me into the pre-op room, the triage room, and I think one of their names was, I don't know, but it was frickin' frack. Some older beast of a woman, and some little precious churchy girl that didn't look like she could lift 10 pounds, who while one kept clanking the brakes on my bed and moving it and hitting it into the wall, and then clanking the brakes, and then moving it and hitting the wall, and then clanking the brakes. While she was doing that, the other one was asking me 15 times in a row if I wore dentures. Does it look like I wear dentures? Honey, if I wore dentures, do you think I'd look this bad? Alright? One time is enough. And she even said, "May I see your teeth? Show me your teeth." Well, you didn't think I was actually going to show you, did you? So, I mean, one time seeing these teeth, you would remember, you would know. Okay, he doesn't wear dentures. All right, very good. Moving on. Now, I sat in that pre-op room, and I got poked, and I got written on with a Sharpie, and I got shaved in places I don't even realize needed a vein in my leg. And The light was turned on. The light was turned on. The light was turned on. I was rolled on my one side. I was rolled on my other side. I was rolled on my other side. I was rolled on this side. I was rolled on that side. You know? And now it's like, okay, guys, like, tell me when you want me to roll. Don't just stick your hands under me and shove me one way because, you know, this leg here that you only see half of, well, it was a whole one yesterday. Okay? And so it's only been, like not even 48 hours that this has been done. So, it still hurts. So, be careful. Okay? No such luck. And I was freezing, then I was hot, then I was freezing, then I was hot, then I was freezing, then I was hot. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was in pain. The cold, the freezing, the shivering, the shaking. I think that was pain. Because it was not cold in there. So, they finally wheeled me back about, I want to say 12:30. Now, mind you, I've been in there since 7-ish, right? So they put me in the chop shop at 12:30. Now, I've got some big, tall, thinly built, swimmer's build, hairless, shaved head, very handsome young man who now wants me to scooch my fat ass with a half a leg with sutures in it over to the edge of the bed and jump onto the gurney, to which then he'll strap me down, and that's what we'll use for the operation. I was like, yeah, Bruno, not gonna happen. Sorry. So a very nice older lady named Sam, I think it was, who apparently remembered me from the surgery before, said to everybody in the room, "Oh, this is Bob. Don't you remember Bob? We had him last Friday. Remember Bob? And Bob just had this done, so Bob's in a lot of pain. So we're going to take good care of Bob, and we are going to put Bob to sleep on the bed, and then we'll slide him over." Okay? Everybody seemed to agree to that except Bruno, who thought it was absolutely ridiculous that a big, strong, strapping guy like myself shouldn't be able to at least scooch over onto a gurney with a couple sutures in my leg. I mean, really. At any rate, I imagine that they scooched me over because I don't remember. I apparently then was getting the good stuff in the IV and I fell asleep. So I don't remember anything past that. I do remember waking up once in recovery and asking if Tony was there yet, Was told no. Was given some medication and told to lay back and go back to sleep. Okay. Uh, that my room wasn't ready for me yet. My room's not ready for me yet? Oh, I just came. Like, I just came from there. What did they have to get ready? Like, they didn't have to get new furniture just for me. I'm not Barbara Streisand. I don't have to match the pink rose. Okay? So, so I lay there. Now, mind you, I've been there since 6:30 in the morning. I have not had any food. I have not had anything to drink, not even water. And I ask at one point when I wake up, may I have some ice water? Oh no, we have to wait and see if there needs to be anything else done. So, we can give you some ice chips. Okay, give me the cup with the spoon with the ice chips. I get the nurse come in with the cup and the spoon. She sticks the spoon in the ice. She puts an ice chip in my mouth and then walks away with the cup and the spoon. One ice chip? I get one ice chip? Well, apparently so, because that's all I ever got was one ice chip. Okay? That's all I ever got. So finally Tony gets here. Now, mind you, I wake up at this point, and I'm looking around, and there's one lady sitting in my post-op. Okay? The room is dark. I see maybe one or two other workers at their little desk areas, and nobody else in any of the post-op. Actually, any of the pre-op, for that matter. So I say to the woman, I'm like, what time is it? It's 6:30. 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Yes. So I got down here at 6:30 a.m. And now it's 6:30 p.m. So I've been down here a whole day. The whole day. I've been down here. Apparently, the operation took 6 hours. Then, the rest of the time, I've been laying here. Okay. So Tony finally gets there. He gets the 411 on what's going on. Apparently, my blood pressure was a bit high, so they wanted to get it under control before they sent me back to my room. Like the nurses couldn't do that back in my room? What, are those nurses stupid that they can't regulate blood pressure? That I gotta lay here in this empty, dark little room for 12 hours? Ay. So and then they say, well, he's not going back to his original room anyway. They're putting him in a different room. Well, why? Like, it seems like I get in a room and settled, and I just get friendly with the nurses on that floor, and then they rip me out of there and send me somewhere else. It's like they don't want me to get too friendly with anybody. I don't really get it, but okay. So they send Tony to the new room that they're sending me to. About, I don't know, an hour later, they get me out of there. They send me up to the room. They throw me in here. Um, there's a couple nurses that are very nice, very lovely people. Very lovely people. And very caring. But unfortunately, they got the wrath of Bob because Bob was, okay? Bob was not happy, let's put it that way. Bob was a very unhappy boy at that point. He was tired, he was hungry, he was he was in pain, he was tired of being hurt and put into pain by other people. Um, you know, it was not looking good for them. And Bob was starting to use some um, very un-Christian like adult language, which Bob does not want to do. Especially to, people who are doing their jobs. You know, unless, of course, I've sat for the last, 13, 14 hours in a cold room um, with my, you know, legs exposed and being poked and prodded and hurt and transferred and moved around and, shoved into your faces, then, yeah, you're going to get the worst of it. I'm sorry. And I apologize. I apologized. And I'm trying to be nice. Okay. But, there were other things too. Like, I get up here and I'm like, what? I don't have a bedpan. No, I don't have a bedpan. Why? Because I have a calf. When did I agree to a calf? And I don't remember even getting it. So I must have been sleeping. Well, thank God I was sleeping, because you know how I am with calves. I have never had a calf, never wanted a calf. It was my all-time record, for not having one. And now they've shoved one in me. So I don't know, guys. I really don't. I could use some. I could use some very strong language. Very strong language, but I don't. I really don't want to. At any rate, so here I am. Here I am, guys. And excuse me, just a second, because my mouth is so dry. Okay. And I don't feel well, and I'm not in a good mood when I don't at least pretty myself up for you. Like, I didn't even bother to put the cap on. I didn't bother to tuck any hair. I didn't bother. I just, I didn't even bother to pretty up for you. Um, we washed the hair 2 days ago with the leave-in shampoo. Um, you know. over at the other place, and you know, it's a mess. Obviously, it's a mess. Because you don't use leave-in shampoo. Come on, people. Even leave-in shampoo, you rinse it out. Now, come on. But the nurse did it. Well, she thought it was